believe what anyone says, why it's not working, etc. I go back and say that, okay, let's go and really understand what is going on. And what we did in this first principles approach is determine those failure points, and then we said, you know what, let's think about some models where there is a scalable income model that can scale infinitely almost, to billions of dollars. And so that's it, right at home where I am, it's Silicon Valley. We've mastered that, right? We've mastered the art of making digital bits that are then sold over and over and over again to people for billions of dollars. So I decided to model XIBIT, which is about art, after the Silicon Valley software business model. So the simple premise there is every artwork that an artist makes in their life should compound their income forever. So they make one artwork, it makes money for their entire life. They add a second one, it makes money for their entire life. And the third one, and so on and so forth. So there has to be a compounding effect. We all know about the miracle of compound interest. You have your savings account, there's compound interest, the money compounds, you make more money. And you want to have that approach to art. So our secret sauce in enabling that compound interest is licensing. In the current model, as I was saying, NFTs are broken. They are basically a picture, a title, and a description. They're worthless. In fact, most people don't know that with the NFT model today, you don't even have an actual artwork on the blockchain. Many people believe that, but that's not even true. The artwork is actually stored on a secondary storage system like it's called IPFS, or Interplanetary File System. And all you have on the blockchain is a title and a description. So that's really not preserving art forever, etc. So, and really there's no mention of licensing anywhere when you talk about artworks and NFTs. So that's a broken model completely. So what we've done is we've re-architected everything from the ground up to create an amazing licensing model where we can take someone's artwork and continually add different models of licenses that they can say, okay, well, I've got 50 artworks. Here's the new license that was introduced. I'm now going to add these 50 artworks to this new license model, and boom, you've now got a new income stream. You add another license model, NFT model of one and done. When you sell an artwork, and then you're done. You got to go back to the studio and create another one. That's not scalable. There's just no way that's scalable. Instead, in licensing, every time a new license is introduced, all your entire body of artwork, and many artists have hundreds of artworks, can become licensable. So that was one thing that we've done. The other thing is we've changed everything on the front end so that you don't need to know crypto. You don't need a wallet. You don't have to deal with the friction of that. Because face it, that is the most annoying part of crypto. I don't know how many people remember when you first got your crypto wallet or whatever, the pain that you went through to understand what it's about, etc. There's a reason why crypto hasn't scaled to billions of people. It's because it's so hard. The user experience, frankly, sucks. So we gotta fix that. So with XIBIT, what we are doing is we are making it where consumers, the buyers, need an email address and a credit card. So that's what everyone already has. They do that at Amazon and other services. So it's easy to do it with art. And what we do is we put the blockchain on the back end. So you still have the security, the decentralized nature of the blockchain, but you don't need buyers to have shoved into their face. You need to have a wallet. You need to have MetaMask or whatever wallet you use. It's when you go to Amazon, for example, you click a button, you buy a product, it shows up, right? You don't need to know what type of database Amazon is using. You don't care. You don't care anything about their engineering. You don't care about their infrastructure. Why should you care about that when it comes to crypto, right? So we put the blockchain in the back, and we have the buyers use everything they're familiar with. So, so the first type of license that we're introducing, and we're launching it actually next week, is print on demand. So we call that SOL, for see, own, use, and love. So what we want to do is make it super simple for any artist on our platform to have buyers who can look at the artwork and say, I like this artwork, and choose. I want to have it on a mug, I want to have it on a tote, I want to have it on canvas, etc. Now, if you're an artist, you know that there's at least 1,000 websites where you can do it. You can set up your own store, upload your artwork, etc. But here's the problem. The problem is marketing. You can set up your store and wait for someone to come. No one's going to come. What XIBIT is doing in changing this model is we are going to do the marketing for the artists. That is the most important part. So artists also, what we've done is, for them, we've made it super convenient. You know what they need to do in order to actually enable the artwork for print on demand? Nothing. Just is automatic. This is the beauty of the licensing model. We had a licensing model, and the artist doesn't have to change anything. They don't have to upload anything. They don't have to modify how they work, etc. It's just automatic. So with this print on demand as the first license, artists will be able to start seeing recurring revenue and get closer to our vision of sustainable income. The next license we are going to introduce is streaming. So by the year end, we want revenue from homes, hotels, airports, hospitals to all make their way into the pockets of artists. I firmly believe that within the next 2 to 3 years, every home is going to have a display and they're going to have art there. And with XIBIT, we make the ability for you to choose art very granular because we have good metadata. So for example, you can say, I want artists from Philippines that have artwork of beaches, that have a blue color tone, and that's all I want to see. You can have that granularity and see it. So what we are imagining is we want to be the Spotify for art. So you can stream art, you can choose what art you see, you can choose different displays in your home, and the artists make money. So this is something that we want to price at very low amounts, like $2 or $3 a month, and really through huge volume, make it possible to scale this up. Like if you go to a hotel these days, you will go there and see a TV screen, but you know what the TV screen is showing you? Ads for that same hotel. You already bought the room, you already paid them. Why are they showing you ads for that hotel again? What I want to see instead is maybe artworks that remind me of home, because I'm away from home. I'm homesick while I'm away, right? So I want to see that. I want to make that emotional connection. In a hospital, they have TV screens that show the news, etc. Well, if in the hospital you don't see the news, you want to see beautiful artwork, be calm. In airports where people are just frantic, show art. Art has the possibility of creating a gentler, kinder world. Social media has made a mess of the world. It's made everyone at each other's throats. We can fix that. That problem can be fixed with art, and I firmly believe that in the coming years, as we introduce more of these devices and more of these capabilities, more people will be exposed to art, and it will be a gentler, more beautiful world. So our go-to-market is the Philippines, as I said. What we're going to do is start organizing a bunch of events here, and we're going to start scaling up and take whatever we learn here and make it global. So I firmly believe in iteration as a way to really solve problems. So we try something. It doesn't work, or it works, but only partially. We fix a few things, we iterate and try it again. We keep doing that until we have a formula. And that's called a systems approach. So we take that systems approach. Once we have that formula, we replicate it around the world. So Philippines is where it's going to be born, and Filipino artists will be onboarded first. So also we have this huge network, so we want to take advantage of that and have you guys help us promote it with the Filipino artist community, etc. We are very excited to have a huge strategic partner, Tier 1. Thank you. Yes, Tier 1 is going to be a launch partner. We're really excited to meet with them and to work with them. And as you know, they're one of the most trusted names in Filipino gaming and entertainment, and they're scaling up. And now they're getting into art, and we're going to do it together. They're going to scale up together, and really, I think they're going to be instrumental in our success here, at least in the Philippines and beyond. So let's look at XIBIT at a glance. First of all, the vision: sustainable income for all artists. The market, the global art market, is colossal. It's huge. It's in the billions of dollars. Attraction is, XIBIT is already live. There's over 25,000 artworks already on there, and more artists coming on board. And just like with Salon Studios, I'm very excited today to give all of you the first opportunity to be equity ownership partners in XIBIT Corporation. So this is the first, this has not been done ever before, and I'm very excited about that. So let's look at XIBIT share units here. So our valuation is not as high as Salom's, it's 20 million, and what we're offering here is 1 million share units at a price of $5. So the conversion here is going to be a 1-to-1 into ownership equity for 20% of XIBIT, which is a Silicon Valley-based corporation. So basically what you're going to get now is an NFT that gives you units, and when we are ready, we trade them for actual shares, so you will be part owner of a Silicon Valley company. That's basically how it works out. So the NFTs that you're going to get are based on the Vitruvio blockchain, and the share units are specified in that NFT. So this is truly exciting because you will get to be on the vanguard. You get to be the leader in terms of creating the next renaissance for art. And I'm really excited to have this opportunity available to all of you today. So let's summarize. Owen, are you ready for So we talked about 3 projects today. So I'll let Owen take
Let's give Nick a big round of applause, guys. For those of you, I mean, most of us are all Filipinos. Just to give you a little background, Tier 1 is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, right? Entertainment agency in Southeast Asia. They specialize in game development. Anyone here heard of Tier 1? Entertainment. See, developers will understand them, gamers will understand them. But they became interested in Nick's creation, which is XIBIT. And that's the reason why I have this big smile on my face, because Nick is with us, right? So he brings us with him. You see, that's the reason why this is something really that you can look forward to. So 3 verticals, right? Earned by Sabong, 150% daily income over 180 days. Easy to understand, right? Sabong, evolved Sabong game, energy drink, and movie ecosystem. And finally, the XIBIT platform to help artists around the world, but most especially here in the Philippines, artists have sustainable income through art. Okay, these are the 3 exciting cutting-edge Web3 projects you can join today.
Before we go on, I forgot to ask one question of the audience here. Raise your hand if you are an artist or you know someone who is an artist.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
So artist is not big in Philippines, yeah?
Yeah, no, maybe if I said I give $1,000 if you know an artist, I think they all raise hands.
Wow, interesting.
But yeah, it's something to look forward to, no?
All right.
So here's the best part. Tonight, and only tonight, June 16th, until we leave on the 20th, okay, pay attention, until we leave on the 20th, we give you this offer. A 3-deal offer, which is it's a default amount split is as follows. 60% goes to earn, 20% goes to Sabong ownership, and 20% goes to XIBIT ownership. What does that mean? Let me explain to you. Say, for example, you put in $100. Okay, in the traditional world, if it's a regular day, your $100 goes into earn, right? Your $100 becomes $150 in the next six months, 180 days. Tonight, you have an option that your $100, $60 goes into earn, $20 goes into Sabong ownership, which is the equity, $20 goes into XIBIT ownership. That's what happens to your $100 tonight, tomorrow, the day after, until we leave on the 20th. After we leave on the 20th, we go back to the US, this deal is gone. But that doesn't mean we're closed. It only means this deal is gone, okay? So you get to decide tonight while you're eating, because I know some of you are good. Okay, some of you are hungry. So while you're eating, after this we're going to start eating, you get to decide, you get to talk to your upline, you get to figure out how you want to move forward, okay? So I think that's it, brother.
No, we got more.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Oh,
so, yeah. So what you're gonna need to do, when you follow the QR code we're gonna show next, you're gonna see an app. And the payment is USDT on BSC. And the first thing you're gonna need to provide is the address of your upline, your referrer. It's automatically filled in for you if you've been previously referred. And then you get to fill in 3 boxes with the amounts that you're interested in. So there's minimums there for 60, 20, and 20. But beyond that, you can put in whatever numbers you want. So the earn is instant, but the NFTs for Salon Studio and XIBIT, they'll come a little later. It takes about 72 hours because we have to do some manual work to check on the account. And this is something you will see when you go to that. But before we go to the QR code, you want to talk to
yeah,
about
no,
the bonus?
maybe we'll go back to that real quick because I wanted to really emphasize, because I don't want you coming to me later on, oh, Sir Garfield, can you explain that again? No, we're going to have a pop quiz later on, so you need to pay attention to this. It's important for you to know that if you decide to move forward tonight, that you have your upline's wallet address. Okay, your upline's wallet address is important for you to have that, because if you don't have that, you can't join. You can't benefit from it. So whoever invited you here, make sure, hey Kuya, I need your wallet address because I'm gonna buy, $1 million worth of asset. Then make sure your upline's wallet address is with you. Because that's the example, right, brother?
Yeah.
This one. And you get 60, 20, 20. That's not fixed. If you want to do 50% in earn, 25% in Sabong equity, 25%, you can do that. You want to do 40 in earn and 30, 30, you can do that. You just can't go lower than what you're seeing here. Yes? Say yes if you agree. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Move forward, brother. All right. So here's the good part. Bonus number 1. You will receive a grant of Sabo. Sabo is Sabong Evolution. Sabo is our native token for the Sabong Evolution game. Okay? So these tokens, very important, guys. Very important because you're going to need this token as we evolve, right? So you receive a grant of Sabo tokens for the entire amount you spend at a price of 0.08. When you go to PancakeSwap tonight, you will see that the price of Sabo X is 0.08. We're giving you only for tonight until we leave on the 20th equivalent. So if you buy $100, $1,000, $10,000, $100,000, we'll give you the equivalent of assets to come with you for free. Okay? Tokens will be locked for 24 months though, okay? Because we need to protect the integrity of the ecosystem so you don't just go out there and sell these tokens. Because you're already making money through the earn program every day. Okay? Bonus number 2. This is going to be good, brother. Man, we put a lot of. I have to put on my thinking cap when we were collaborating, the owners of Sabong Evolution. Bonus number 2, guys, is going to be exciting. You need to pay attention. Any member with a 50,000 buy-in group volume receives an all expense paid to the next event in Manila, airline ticket, hotel room for up to 3 days, and transport to and from the airport. Okay. The next event, by the way, is somewhere in July, at the end of July or beginning of August. It'll be in Manila, like this, but probably will have maybe a good 400 to 500 people, right? But if you reach that 50,000 volume in your group, not by yourself, in your group, you get that, all of that, or $500 USDT. Did you follow me? Some of you are like, did you get it? Okay. If you get it, that means you get $500 each time. And someone asked me, what if I get 100,000 volume? Then you get $500. What if I get 200,000? Then you get $400 or $500. Oh, can I ask you one more? What if I get 500,000 volume? Then you get then $500. You get it? That's $5,000 bonus given to you to your wallet. Let's give ourselves a big round of applause. This is going to be fun. You think, brother? I think this is going to really be fun, especially for the leaders that are here tonight. You just don't know this, Nick, but if you scan through the room, you will know the leaders, and you will also know the doers, you will also know the followers, but most especially when you look at me, you will see the eater. That's all I do, I eat. Okay? Anything else? How to join?
Alright, we're trying to make it very, very simple. There's a QR code there, but the URL is also easy to remember in case you don't get a shot of that. It's savo.to/earn. So you go there, and you saw the screen we showed earlier. You pretty much enter your upline address. You enter the amounts you want. You choose how you want it for earn, for Sabong and XIBIT. You customize those numbers however you want. You submit, and that's it. It's as simple as that.
And you can actually take a picture of this a QR code. So if you put your camera next to this QR code, you'll be able to access the platform, the UI, where you can make a purchase tonight, tomorrow, the day after, and so on and so forth. Last day is the 20th. Okay. We don't close on the 20th. I'm just saying, these promos that you're seeing, the last day will be on the 20th. But the bonus number 2, forever. Like forever and ever. Okay? Like forever and ever. It's really forever. Okay? So, what are we going to do now?
I think
we gotta eat.
Home. No.
Oh, home. Oh, yeah. If you haven't eaten, go home first and eat, and then come back for the Q&A. Oh, I don't think that sounded right.
Yeah.
I think we have food ready for them, no?
But that's for you.
Oh, no, I share with everyone. I think we have a lot of people here tonight, so I gotta eat little tonight so that you guys can enjoy the food. So if you don't have any other question, I think I'm gonna...
We'll take questions later, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do the Q&A while you're eating. Yeah. You like that? You do the Q&A while you're eating.
And you're going to expect them to be 1,000 each time also, right?
Yeah. Group picture? Ganun ka ng ganon? Ganon? Lahat sila akit dito?
Dito lang.
Tatayo sila?
No.
Everyone here?
Okay. All right. I want to sing one song first before you do the group picture. Okay. I hope it's okay. I want to sing. It's okay? Okay, yeah.
Keep them hungrier.
Yeah. Baby. Tagalog po ito.
Ako'y nagdating ang lahat. Nanarapin panglimit ang inyong palakas. Sa aking aking pinatuwisan pa ng tila malagkit. Ito ang naranas ko sa tuwing palabas. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Ako'y nagaganap at kayo'y nagsinalo sa gabi ng palabas ko. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Ako'y nagaganap at tayo'y nagkaliti kahit konting sandali. Walang luho. Suganin ko'y bigla rin maliligo. Itino'y pabinsang ang gamot. Sa indahong musikang inaalay, nararamdaman ko ibang kulay. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, ako'y nagaganap at kayo'y nagsinalo sa gabi ng palabas ko. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, ako'y nagaganap at tayo'y nagkahiling kahit kunting sandali. Dilim ang ilaw, hinahanap pa rin kayo. Hindi dahil sa inyong lahat, ako'y wala rito. Ito nga ang gabi, hinihintay sa pagbukas sa daling at linimig. Alay sa lahat dumating. Magandang gabi, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Hanggang sa muling pagsasama. Salamat po. Kakain na po tayo. Pero tawagin po muna yung photographer. Ano ba talaga gusto mo mangyari? Kanina pa ito eh. Kukunan daw kayo ng picture. Hindi ko alam kung paano mangyayari. Compress po, compress. Tatayo na po kayo. After this picture, ready na yung pagkain natin. After this picture, unahin mo na, paano niyo gusto? Mauna yung matatanda, mauna yung mga bata, mauna yung mga babae. Ano gusto niyo po? Ha? O kasi ayaw natin magkagulo-gulo, marami pa tayong pagkain. Hindi. Kayo na kasi sayang eh. Tayo po tayo lahat. Squeeze po tayo kasi gusto po natin i-record itong 150 plus people that are here tonight para po maipagmalaki natin sa Amerika pagpunta namin na ito ang mga kapamilya namin sa Pilipinas na tumutulong sa sabong evolution. Para po tayo! Squeeze lang po tayo, and then paglabas nyo, pumila na po kayo palabas. Yung hindi kasali sa picture, titignan po namin. Pag wala po kayo sa picture, di po kayo kakain. Nick and I will be in the middle, sabi ng photographer. Okay, squeeze everybody.
Sige makita na kami.
Hindi ko po sinasabing i-squeeze yung kapitbahay, kayo po mag-squeeze. Nakita ko si tatay ko dahil ini-squeeze yung pagkabili eh. Huwag po ganun, baka masampal po tayo.
Sudak.
Happy birthday, Doc.
Atras lang po ng konti. Ay, Doc. Kaya rin, Doc, gusto na recognize. Happy birthday, Doc.
Happy birthday, Doc.